All right, we are live. Okay, Q. Hello, my lovely friends. It's Margaret, and I have Q, and we are starting a new kind of like live show series, which is basically just we're gonna sit there and get things done. So I have some things that I need to get working on today. Most of them are writing related, and then I believe Kier has some things that she is going to be working on as well.
For you particularly, yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. You do still owe us pages, don't you?
I do. I was supposed to have them in yesterday, but I didn't, so that they will be done by tonight.
I think I already yelled at you about that. We're good. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't yell at you until you were like 3 weeks late.
But you really yelled. I was just... Anyways,
I yelled in the wrong chat by accident and it was awkward.
It's kind of funny, actually, from this perspective. Anyways, Kier, do you want to maybe that's better so you can see my... I tried turning that off. It didn't work. Anyways, do you want to introduce yourself on my channel, and then I will let everyone know how this is going to work? So...
Yes. I am Kierth the Scrivener. I am another booktuber from the Scrivener. Surprise, surprise. I read fantasy and a lot of historical fiction lately. Science fiction, poetry, the whole thing. I also write all of those things as well. So I just run the gambit, and I'm here to work on my work in progress.
Multifaceted. Did I hear you say you write historical fiction?
I write pretty much everything. Poetry? I write nonfiction, fantasy, science fiction, poetry, historical fiction. I've written like mostly contemporary mental health. Yeah, I started with like a blog, so like a lot of nonfiction and like social issues, all of that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not contained easily. My brain goes everywhere.
I understand that. I hear that. Okay, so hello to Professor Q. By the way, thank you for joining us. And the next important question before we get down to business, I should probably like say what this is. So basically, what's going to happen is we're here from 8 until about 9:30-ish. And what I'm going to do is we're going to run some sprints, and we're just going to sit and we're going to be like, be silent for 20, 25. Go ahead and like work on our stuff. So like I'll tell you when we're going to sprint until. We'll probably start at maybe 8:10. It'll depend on how. But first, because this is a booktube channel, I want to know what you are currently reading, Kier.
Oh, sorry, I killed my laptop right before it started, so I'm now like up, so I have my laptop once again. I'm ready.
Okay, would you like me to talk about what I'm currently reading while you mess with your laptop for a hot minute, and then you can tell me what you're currently reading?
Good idea.
Okay. So I'm currently reading 2 books earlier, and holy moly, that twist. But my new audiobook is The Twist in Slay. Oh, there is a twist at the end of Slay, and it's amazing. Anyways, so I am Stay With Me. Ayobami Adebayo. This is coming. I can't tell you. Never mind. That's a secret. From a friend. So, anyways, I was about to spoil an entire video segment that I'm doing. Anyways, so this is about a Nigerian woman who is trying to save her marriage, apparently, because she has not gotten pregnant yet. And so now people are like, oh, your husband needs a second wife and all of that jazz. And then that's my audiobook. I'm reading Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. And I am enjoying it. I've not quite as connected as I have been with the past 3 books, but I still am enjoying it and liking it. I'm just sitting here going, the fantastic kind of romance that she writes in like less than a week, because that's how much time these 2 have.
Oh my goodness. I thought my brain like didn't work for a second. I thought you said she wrote the book in less than a week, and I was like, that is mad skills.
I've heard there are people who can do that, but I'm not one of them.
Yep. Me neither, though.
Well, we also write fantasy, one of the hardest genres.
Yeah, the one book I have finished is the contemporary mental health. It was finished when I was like 16, and it has sit there ever since. But what I'm reading Come Tumbling Down, which is really good. It's the 5th book in the Wayward children's series, which is a series about children who traverse worlds and then they go to the boarding school to kind of deal with the aftermath of that. This is one of them set in the boarding school, the others offset in the like origin stories, which I normally prefer, but this is my first one actually reading it physically instead of audiobook, and I'm actually really, really loving the actual school. Nice. And then I am about to start Amal Unbound, which is a middle grade dealing with Pakistani and power imbalances and oppression and stuff. So I'm excited to dive into that. I've really not been on an audiobook thing, which is normally not me, but I've let like several of my like Blackathon books where I just didn't read them in time for my library holds, and I'm really sad, but I'm getting back into like the reading spirit, I think. So that helps.
Yeah, the this one is actually a sub out for one of my books because I didn't realize when I picked that book that it was written by a white person. I was like, oh,
yeah,
we're not going to do that. We're going to change this. I mean, she's spent a lot of time in the area where she's writing about. Like, she spent 10 years working with the NGO, something like that, like working with the United Nations there. So like she knows what she's talking about, but I'm like, but still, it's Blackathon. It's about Black authors. So
yeah,
anyways,
like white people can write good books if they're educated and not just ignorantly writing stuff. But it is good to promote voices from their own community.
So anyways, and I books for Blackathon this year because I was just like, I can't do. I have so many projects to like stay on these. I can't just put them aside for the month of February. Anyways, so what will you be working? You said you're working on your pages that you
work in progress.
Yes. All right. I am currently. The goal is for me to finish this video that was supposed to go up today. I'm in the last 10 minutes, and then main thing is a review for the opposite of falling apart. Because I was supposed to put it up yesterday and I didn't. Oops.
Okay, I posted my one video that I edited on February 11th is when I privately uploaded it to my channel and hadn't done like thumbnail in the last 3 weeks. And today I was like, this was filmed for the first like 3 days of February. It has the Super Bowl in it. I should really like upload this before. I'm also
you froze.
The whole point of it was anyways. So you're not as bad.
Yeah. Anyways, so yes, Q. A lot of us have work. Maybe you'll get to actually read them someday. Anyways, if I can get that review written in before this is over, then I will go ahead and go to working on my work in progress.
And I'll send you my work in progress, and then you get to edit it.
Yes.
Give me notes.
Yes. More the second one. All right. Yes. So we are going to sprint 8:35. So I know there's a way you can do it where you have a clock, but I'm lazy. So on your marks, get set, and go. And we're back. Okay, I can hear you. I was like, okay, yes. Wow, Q, you were laptop down at... Oh.
I think he was talking to me. My phone, of course, fell during halfway through. I got overexcited. My laptop hit my books, knocked my phone down. Like the talent.
If you did not live like that, I would just send you a tripod for your phone.
That would probably help me. That's how I broke my last phone. Thankfully, I have carpet here, although I'm moving into a place that has hardwood again, and I am scared. Like, my phone doesn't pick up with the...
If you know anyone that's going to BookCon or Book Expo, I'll give it to them who's Canadian and lives near you.
Zoe,
the only person I know...
Jordan, they all live within, well, they all live close enough to me, within like an hour. There's a lot of people in my general area.
Well, anyways, so how did we do?
Like, mine's hard to quantify because I'm editing my old, like, making sure there's not like anything major sticking out, and then I'm copying it onto a new document. So I did like 5 pages of that. So
hey, 5 pages is nothing to sneeze at, you know?
Like, it didn't really need editing, so I was mostly just reading it, and yeah. I was reading my own book, pretty much. But yes.
I finished my video, which is technically not what I'm supposed to... Because, like, the whole point of this is to work on things that I wouldn't normally work on, or that I'm super behind on, but I was like, I could have this video up tonight, though. So I finished that, and now it's on to... working on the review for the book I read. So that should be fun.
What is the video on? Do we get a preview?
Oh, it's just my vlog for last week because I am chronically behind on vlogs because I should edit as I go, but I don't. I'm awful.
Is it really, really long?
It's 35 minutes.
See, I love you, but I never watch your vlogs because of the lot to commit to.
What?
I literally watch every other video.
They're like 20 minutes at double time.
I'm just gonna be completely honest. I watch all of your other videos.
I'm hurt, Kier. I thought you loved me. No, it's okay.
I do. I do sometimes watch your vlogs. It's not like I never watch your vlogs.
My vlogs are something that you like put on while you're doing housework or something, or cooking, and listen to. I feel like... Yeah, I know. I end up getting... Well, I get most of my booktube watched while I'm at work. Like, if I'm not watching it at work, it usually doesn't get watched. But I also, like, I'll listen to audiobook in the morning. I had to come up with, like, okay, I'll listen to audiobook for 2 hours in the morning, and then we moved to booktube at noon. But anyways, I am trying to make them shorter, and I just fail every time, and I can't convince myself.
Split mine. Like, if mine's over like 17 minutes, I'm just like, I force myself to edit stuff out and or put it in the next vlog.
See, I would like to get mine to like maybe 25 minutes, 20, at least under half of the where people want to kind of cut things. But like, they're like, if it's over half an hour, I don't want to watch it. Unless it's Books and Lala, apparently.
That based on my watch time, people like don't watch my videos normally. Like 10 to 15 minutes is all, like, even if it's a really, really long video, like, they're not going to watch all of it, right? So it's like, why do I want, like, for me, it's like, I put a lot of work into my videos. If they're to a point where people are just not watching the majority of my videos, then all of those amount of time editing and, like, filming and putting, like, a lot of effort into my videos, it's wasted because someone isn't actually even watching it. And of course, like, a lot of it is for myself. Like, my vlogs are probably my favorite videos to just watch back to myself because I can, like, what is my thoughts on this book? And I get, like, more than a review or something. But I don't know. For me, it's like, if people aren't going to even watch it, then
Well, it's funny because one of my videos that has the best average watch time or average viewer retention rate is actually one of my longest ones. It's the small booktuber recommendations video I did, and people actually stuck through most of that video, which surprised me. I was like, people are going to drop off halfway through. So I think it just depends on what the video is and how you approach it.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to go again at 8:45.
Okay.
Yes, that's everything in double speed because I'm like, I would rather get through the whole video than not.
And sometimes, like, if I, like, don't care about the book they're talking about, I'll just skip to the next one.
Yeah, I've done that too.
I would, like, if it's something, like, no shade, but, like, I don't really, like, read romance books. So, like, if, like, often if it's, like, someone talking about a romance book, I'll skip it because, or it's, like, a book I've heard so much about, like, and I know, but I don't care particularly about. I was like, I think they would prefer me to watch to the end and just not listen to them like the minute they're talking about this book. I'm all about time efficiency. I used to make all of my videos under 5 minutes.
I would die if I tried to do that. That would not work for me.
I was on YouTube for a year and a half before I made a video. A video that my laptop hit my books again. Anyways, that I made a book that was like a wrap up. It had 3 books in it, and I did it in 7 minutes. Like, I am so impressed by how fast I can talk.
Did you say anything about the books?
Yeah, I did. I talk really, really fast when I can't. It's funny because a lot of people are like, the thing that makes me laugh most is the most commented thing about me. Like, you think YouTube, like, people would comment, like, maybe, like, you know, on your intelligence or, like, your face or, like, something like that. I don't know. Like, not that I'm, like, those things are my best qualities or whatever, but, like, those are just the things that are most on display, right? But my voice, like, all the time, people are like, you have such a lovely voice. And literally, I'm hanging out with friends last night, and I said something, and there's like, is that why you talk so fast? And I was like, I really do that in person a lot, don't I? But I talk a lot slower normally in my videos, which is a weird phenomenon. Apparently, I sound soothing, when in real life, I just feel like I'm talking at, like, hyper speed.
I've noticed that people do talk. That's part of why I speed it up, because you start to lose my attention because people will talk slower in YouTube videos usually. So that's part of why I speed it up, because it just getting it to at least 1.5 times is kind of where it gets to levels for me. And like and I know that based on people that I actually know in real life and have talked with, like you guys, and then it's like, oh, why are you talking so slowly, Kier? Why?
I tend to stumble over my words a lot. That's why I think I slip. Well, and it depends if it's like what it is. My counselor voice. My counselor voice is like really like soft and soothing, and like, Margaret, you're a great person, and I just appreciate who you are. Versus like my energized voice, which is like faster and really, really quick, right? So even on my videos, like some videos, I'll be like, girl, you're like talking so slow. Like, people are going to be bored by you. And then sometimes I'm like, I can't even like, if I'm watching back my video, I can't even listen to it on 2 times because I'm talking so fast. So it really depends on, I guess, what mood I'm in when I'm filming. I'm not consistent.
I'll have times like, and I can, but I've gotten multiple comments that like, the only one that I have to slow down to normal speed because I can't listen to you because you talk so fast. I'm like, thanks. But they're probably mad that they can't watch me on double speed, but whatever. But it's so funny because I had a point and now I don't remember what it was.
I'm sorry.
Because I'll be editing. I'll be editing and I'll be like, Margaret, why are you talking so slowly? And then people will tell me I'm talking fast. I'm like, that's not fast for me.
But I think it's depends because people normally listen to it faster anyways, right? So I think I'm like really, really slow when I'm talking. And I think that that's like even normalized in my like even when I listen to music, sometimes I think it's slow because goodness. I listen to my audiobooks at 3 times, and I listen to my YouTube videos at 2 times. So then when I actually hear normal people speak, it's like at a snail's pace.
I couldn't do audiobooks at 3 times because I would miss the performance and I would miss half of what they're saying. Like,
see, I have like really, really good like auditory because like I didn't learn how to read until I was like 12. So like I used to like
you compensated
everything auditorily. Like I like memorized everything. Like I would repeat back a lot of things. So yeah, really good retention.
All right, we're gonna go for another. Yes, take a shot of your tea every time Kier drops her phone.
I just need like I'm trying not to block my laptop with the thing, but that also means that my laptop, when I move, hits my books. This is not nice.
Awkward.
Anyway.
Okay, so it is 8:45. I'm going to be sprinting until 9:10.
Good math. I'm proud of you.
So I'm going to go. Looks like we lost you for a minute there.
And then like 20 minutes.
For what?
Like 20 minutes. I might have yelled at you at Twitter.
Yeah, I have Twitter blocked while I'm on here.
That's good to know.
I didn't even notice when I
my phone, and it of course made me exit it.
Naturally. That's fine.
Naturally.
We have you back for the talking portion, which I'm gonna try and keep to like 9. So we start at 9:15 since I don't want to be up too terribly late. But welcome, Deja. Thank you for joining us. The 4 of us. They're here. I think there's like 4 of us here at this point. It says there are 4 people. Watching,
and 2 of us are probably us.
Well, one of us is not us, but like, anyways. So, Q, and if Q's still here, and Deja, what are y'all working on tonight? Deja, are you working on your book? I'm so bad.
They were also gone. I'm kidding. There's a person.
Q, I don't know what that means.
The turtles are watching.
Oh my gosh, never mind. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference, I believe, but basically he's saying count them off, and like everybody puts the number that they are. So Q's 1, Deja's 2, you'd be 3 if you commented, and then whoever this mysterious 4th person is would be number 4. So.
Oh, is your stream not up?
Okay, so StreamYard says not to have YouTube running while you are chatting because it works better if it's not. And since I have issues anyways.
Okay. Yes.
And I have if you haven't been
to see it through and I can't.
If you haven't been to a live show at my channel, Margaret, I'm quite often blurry because of my stupid internet connection.
You've never not been blurry.
So, am I blurry right now?
Like, you're not clear. Like, if you look at my image versus your image, I am significantly more, there's significantly more clarity.
Well, yes, it definitely is because you're using your phone and I'm using my webcam. But I'm more talking about, like, I've seen it where, like, you can't even you can barely make out my features. It's just like I'm just a blob of nothing.
Yes,
so
that was our last Demigods Anonymous live show.
Yeah.
You were like making expressions, but it was like, I cannot see your face.
I wish someone had mentioned that while we were talking. I would have. Usually, if it's being an issue and I open my door, we're good. So, all right. So Deja is working on her book. Q, what are you working on? You haven't answered my question yet. Are you avoiding me?
Hates you. That's why he's here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why he's not going to BookCon this year either, because he doesn't like me.
But anyways,
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Boo, which is kind of stories about my time at my local haunt. I don't know.
Okay.
In the 2 minutes we have.
Yes. So like stories. I mean, we can do it in a minute. Stories like basically about your time, or are you making like are they nonfiction or fiction? Q? Is it like a memoir type thing?
I feel like it's inspired. That was my idea. As my interpretation.
Yeah.
That's what the author writes.
I would.
What is a local haunt? Do you have like a haunted house, or do you work in like a Halloween?
Does
like
a haunted hayride every year? I believe.
Nice. I had those friends.
So, in New York, which is apparently it's like a popular enough that Neil Patrick Harris did it one year.
Do you live in New York? That's why you were really close to BookCon?
I don't think he lives in New York City, but he lives near New York City. So hopefully I'll at least see Bella, because Bella still loves me.
Actually, I know they went on train, so that made me assume that they were not that far.
Yeah.
But like I drove and I'm 8 hours, so
yeah. I'm gonna be right across the river, I think. I think that's what we're talking.
Looking at things. People are trying to convince me to go despite being very, very broke.
Yeah.
I want to go expensive.
know you want to go. I'm not going to encourage poor financial decisions, but I will be happy.
Right?
If I
but
get to see
everyone
the two
else
of you.
in my life is like, you should go. And I'm like, but I'm more logical than I probably would go if like the exchange rate makes it so much more expensive. It makes everything doubly more expensive.
Mm-hmm. And I get to see you possibly in December anyways, so like if I don't see you in June.
But that's still like 8 months away. The wedding is literally December 30th of 2020. So
wow.
Spend New Year's with me, Margaret.
Maybe I'll kidnap you for New Year's.
Yeah.
And then return you. All right, it is 9:16, so we are going. I have to hold on. Q, don't encourage poor financial decisions.
If you want to fund me going to BookCon, like I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Other people can give me money to be experimental. I'm not that famous for it to work.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, okay, so I am setting the timer for another 25 minutes, which means we will be going. Hold on, I've got to do math again. Till 40? Because 5 is 20.
Or if you're more
and
tired,
40.
we could just do a shorter one.
Deja, this is also a terrible idea. I'm just as someone who
Yes,
was
stop
bad with
giving
her,
me bad.
as someone who was bad with her money, in her 20s and regrets it severely now that she is in her 30s. Okay, anyways,
I'm very good with my money.
we're going to sprint until 42, and then I'm going to. Well, I'm not actually going to bed. I'm going to get ready for bed. There's a difference.
I'm gonna film videos for the first time in like a month, and it's gonna be real awkward. It's always awkward after that month time.
Fantastic. Go. And we're back.
We are indeed.
Yes. Oh my gosh. My shoulders are so sore. Anyways, so how did you do this time around?
Well, I got roped into doing laundry, and then I, by accident, unplugged my computer, and it died. So, the majority of the time I was not doing any work.
Oh, okay. But we tried. I mean, technically laundry
But
counts
I
as
did
work.
edit some stuff. I'm trying to, like, edit an info dump well, because it's really important for, the point of the story. But, like, it's hard to do well. I think I'm going to do it later on in a scene. But because the person he's telling should know the majority of this, but it's just being reiterated in a way that's like important to the reader. I've already rewritten it in a later scene because it's important for a later scene anyways with him and someone else. So that's just what's gonna happen. But I need to rewrite because him being like my life sucks needs to still happen.
Okay. So for those that might not understand what this reference is, the F is from, I don't even remember what game, but it's a pretty popular meme where it's like press F for respect. So that's what's happening right there. Q is giving you respect, Jasia, for those little over 500 words. I finished my review. Hooray! Now I just need to
review of which one?
The opposite of falling apart, and then I sat and I worked on my work in progress because I was like, I need some distance from this before I edit it. So I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Nice.
So
you haven't done your Spin the Dawn yet?
I haven't. No, that wasn't the plan. Like, because Spin the Dawn, I haven't even gotten the video up for yet. But the video for this one is supposed to go up tomorrow.
Okay, my reviews for Goodreads are what I base my reviews on for the video reviews. And they are normally at least a few months late. As in, I always write really, really detailed reviews, and then I look, and then I forget to do a video review on it. And then, like, 3 months later, I'm like, do I have remembered enough stuff from this very detailed review where I can talk about it?
Well, basically, I have a document that has, hold on, I cannot see what's happening in the chat because something just popped up. Anyways, basically, I can see it now. We're good. Basically, I have a document where I write down, I'm changing my review format a little bit for videos, but I write down, like, what I like. I write down a quick synopsis, what I liked and what I didn't like, just different notes. And then once I'm done, like, that's what I base both my Goodreads review and my video review off of. So, like,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think I've talked about this in videos for a ridiculous amount of time. I have an existential fear of video reviews. It's ridiculous because I give, like, much longer and detailed Goodreads reviews than most people on majority of my books. But, like, I always have this fear that people are going to be like, you're a fool. You don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I feel like that's not an unfounded fear because I feel like people are much more likely to rag on you for doing a video or find your video review than they are necessarily your Goodreads review. You know what I mean?
But, like, I don't feel that a way about other content. It's mostly just, like, discussions, and not because I just feel like people are going to be like, you just don't understand this. I'm going to scream at you.
That's funny.
So,
well, my reviews are not nearly as detailed as yours are, I think, because you've probably seen some of mine. But I also, like, that's not how my brain works.
Mine is like, I must talk about everything, which I also know isn't even the most enjoyable. So it's just for people who are like me, which, isn't most people.
Yeah, I don't.
People are.
I might analyze like one part. I feel like the most analytical I have gotten is when I did my wrap up for Home for Airing and Outcast Girls, where I like really dug it. Like I tore into that book because I noticed things I was like, oh, this is not cool.
Like I can't turn off my brain. Like people will comment on this because even when we watch television shows together, I want to stop and like give my thoughts on like all of what this says to everything. I just can't turn off my analytical brain. It's a major issue. So then
Right.
I analyze everything I say if it's not like smart enough or it's not like well said enough or like I'm not being able to say what I feel across. Anyways, I'm my own worst critic. It's okay.
Same. I feel that though. Anyways, so thank you to everyone who joined us. Thank you, Deja, Q. Thank you to anybody who joins us later on. I'm going to be doing these on a semi-regular basis. Yes.
I got called Carrie for the first time.
I think that Deja just misspelled your name. Yes, Deja does something similar with her reviews. Yeah, I like reviewing books, but I feel like I don't do it as often as I should. And I hate written reviews. I hate them.
I love them. Like English class, my favorite thing. Like I literally look up like master's degrees in English just to look at the syllabus and what assignments they assign people. Like I want to do that for fun. Like I love this kind of thing. It's an issue in my life. Like I have a desire to do this when I don't need to. But yeah, I my reviews are like my favorite videos to make, and yet I have so much anxiety about them.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yes, I do. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure I will go and posthumously put Kier's links in the description box. I don't know if there's any description on this video, but thank you for watching. Make sure that you check out Kier over on Kier the Scrivener, and I will see y'all later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!